Rahul, I'm DevOps engineer. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create two Docker containers running RHEL 7.9 from Dockerfile. Okay, so our task is just to we'll create a Docker file, and from that Docker file we'll build an image, and from that image we'll create two containers. Okay, so very simple syntax. Very simple syntax to create a Docker file, right? So we just have to use any editor, right? So let me go to my terminal. Here I'm on my terminal. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, so first let me see what containers are running on my machine. Okay, I'll delete all those containers and then I'll show you from very scratch. Okay, so docker ps hyphen a is a command to see what containers exist on your machine. It will show you your running and not running containers. Okay, so here there is a container which is up for last 6 minutes, RHL 7.9. So I will stop this container first. Okay, the command to stop container is very simple, docker stop RHL 7.9. Okay, so it will stop in a few seconds. Let's wait. Okay, so now let's see the status. It is a stopped, exited. Okay, 3 seconds ago. Now we can delete this container. So to delete a container is simple command. First you have to stop it and then docker rm and the container name. Okay, now let's see if there's any container. We just have to ensure there is no container running. Okay, so now we'll see if we have any image available on this system locally. Okay, okay, so docker images is the command. So there are images which are locally present on my system, so I will remove those images. Okay, I'm doing this because I want to show you very from a empty box, right? Nothing should be there. Okay, so let's see. No image on my system, no container on my system. Okay, so it's pretty much blank. So you just have to ensure that you have this package available or installed on your machine. Okay, docker. Okay, so you have to install this package first on your laptop, desktop. Okay, which is running any version of any operating system. Okay, any Linux operating system. Okay, okay, so now I already have this installed. Installation is pretty much simple. You just have to run this command docker yum install docker asterisk. Okay, okay, so I already have installed, is already installed, already installed. Okay, no problem. So or you can try this command also. Okay, no problem, you can do this as well. Okay, okay, but it is already installed, so it will give again same message that it is already installed. Okay, so now we already have this installed. We have no image, we have no docker running on the system. So our first docker I'm going to create. Okay, I'm going to create docker file first. So this is the file that I have already created on my system. Okay, so you can open any editor. Okay, and then you just have to copy paste this syntax, right, from your notepad or somewhere. Okay, and then I haven't made any changes, so I'll just quit. Now let's see the docker file. Okay, okay, so now we'll create image from this Docker file. So image is nothing but a read-only template, right? Which has all the softwares installed in that template. Okay, from that template you can create as many number of containers you want, right? If let's say if your DevOps team is your developers are asking 10 containers running RHEL 7.9, so you just have to build one Docker file, right? You have to create a Docker file, and from that Docker file you just have to build an image, and from that image you can create any number of containers. Okay, so I'll use this command docker build -t. I'll give a tag shell 7.9 and then this dot. So this dot represents your current directory where you have placed this docker file. So the important thing is the naming convention of this docker file. Okay, so you just have to use docker file d uppercase. Okay, and now whichever directory you are placing, you just have to put dot, but you have to ensure that your present directory has this docker file. Okay, that's it. Now it is building a template which you have RHEL 7.9 installed. Okay, so now let's see. So the image template has been created. Now we'll see with this command will give you images which has been created. So earlier when I ran this command there was no image. Now that um, these the other two images have come, right? Okay, so this is the image that we created. Okay, now we have image. From this image we'll create a very first container. Okay, so to create a container the command is docker container con you have to ensure that there should be no spelling mistakes, otherwise it gives weird errors, right? And we'll not be able to find out. Okay, docker container and then create create hyphen it, I for interactive, T for terminal, right? And we are going to create interactive container. Okay, so now important part, name of the container. Okay, so let's say RHEL 7.9 and then your host name, because we are creating a virtual machine for RHEL 7.9, so we have to give a host name. Host name should be anything, right? You can give Ignis, okay, anything you can give, right? And then the image name. Okay, now if I run this, okay, so my container has been created. To check container on your system you have to run this command. Okay, so the one container is created and its status is created. So now we have to start this container. Okay, so to start a container command is docker is start 7.9, the container name, and here you see container is up and running. Okay, so now we have, because this is a VM, right? So you have to go inside this VM and see whether it is with desired version or not. Okay, so to get into a container, simple command is docker exec, okay, hyphen it to interact, and T for terminal, you'll get a terminal. Okay, and then container name and then the shell. Okay, yep. So this was the name, this was the host name which we gave to our container. Okay, now um, now we will see. Okay, we'll go to etc, we'll see system release. Okay, to check. Okay, so it is our RHEL 7.9. Okay, now let me exit it, because we told that we are going to create two containers, right? So one container we have created. Now we will create another container from this image. Okay, so we'll repeat this command. Okay, here we'll give name, another name, rhl 7.9 uh, maybe we can say that um, oh, okay, so here let's say we'll say test. Okay, and here host name, we can give host name, let's say CROPD Cropet, and container images. Okay, we'll use the same image. Okay, so now this, okay, we'll see now ps-a. Okay, so now there are the two containers, one is up and running and one is just created. Now we just have to start this container. Okay, so this way, from this command, if you run this command in a loop, right, you can create as many number of containers you want. Okay, so now let's see, let's start this container. Docker to start container, we have a very simple command. Okay, so this is, now if you see the status, okay, so you see the two containers are up and running fine. Okay, so if you want to get into this container, so the command is docker exec -it container name and bash. Okay, so you have to remember this command. That now see, this is crop it and this was ignis, right? Okay, so if you want to see, okay, let's see what is the, whether it is with the desired release or not. This is with desired release. Okay, so this is how we create containers from a very simple Docker file. Okay, you no need to uh, worry about the, I mean, this is just basic, right? I mean, if you start from here, you will learn, right? And you can develop it. I mean, it will develop your confidence. Okay, okay, so I'm stopping now. Okay, and I hope you will learn and you will enjoy this video. Thank you so much. Okay.